Good evening from San Ignacio Town. With the 9 o'clock news, I am Patrick Jones. In the headlines, parents hold demonstration in Toledo. Fatal road traffic accident reported in Corozal, and men's softball competition begins in Cayo. Stay tuned for details of these and other stories coming up after these messages.
But like I tell the athletes, prepare. Because if you feel like you're in shape, when you get inside that ring, maybe 50% of that will be gone.
I got one dream for like 6 months now. I'm gonna get a big fight. Yeah, I'm gonna be in the ring one day, a lot of lights flashing. I can't wait for that to happen. When that day comes, I'm ready for that day.
Push it, let's go.
I don't know who my opponent is, but like we said, what we do, we train, and when they call us, we go fight. That's what we do. So.
Me veo como un campeón, quiero ser un campeón.
My mind, it is going to win. My mind always and positive. I'm going to win these fights. I will do all my best and make everybody enjoy these big events. It will be in Cayo.
Uno le va a echar ganas y una oportunidad le dan y esa oportunidad hay que aprovecharla.
A great event for the country, a great event for boxing.
Would you like to know more about the flora and fauna of Belize? Do you enjoy gardening and need some tips? Then tune in to The Garden Show with Belize Botanic Gardens every Saturday morning at 10 o'clock, only on the National Channel.
Here now is the news in details. There was an interruption in classes today at the San Marcos Roman Catholic School in the Toledo district. The parents, armed with placards, went to the school compound this morning to protest their dissatisfaction with the way the principal and vice principal have been managing the school. TNC News spoke by telephone with spokesman for the parents, Juan Caal, about this morning's picket.
We, the parents, are here today to show our discontent to the management of our school, that we are not happy about the way our school is being handled by the current principal and vice principal. To begin with, I want to explain that just last week, a few weeks before, the principal accused 3 of his staff for theft. So for us, that is an issue. While it is an internal issue for him, for us, it is a big issue. If theft is into questioning, we as the parents suggested the question to want to find out everything else about the school, financial assets of the school. We asked for a financial report from the vice principal and principal, and they were unable to provide it to us. As parents, we were only asking for them to be transparent and accountable for every penny that we take as parents out of our pocket to support our child in the school. And they were unable to provide transparency and accountability. As stakeholders, we believe that we do have a say on how our monies are being spent. But according to management, we do not have a right as parents to demand such things. It is only him who can demand such reports. I believe that is very wrong, and it is excluding us as parents to have a say in our child's education. Our reason of protesting here is that they cannot be accountable and they cannot be transparent. They cannot be trusted by us as parents, and they cannot continue to be our vice principal and principal. So, sir, our point is that we have lost confidence and we have lost trust in them. They cannot continue to be our vice principal and principal. What role models will they be for our children if they cannot be accountable and transparent to us as parents? They are the teachers that are teaching our children. Is that what they're going to teach our children? going further into that, we also discovered that the teachings that these very same people are doing are not correct. Let me give you an example. We found that in every child's book that the very own mission and organization, which is the Roman Catholic Church, is paying them a salary to also teach a proper religion, understanding of the religion that the mission is paying them. But let me give you an example. These teachers are very lazy enough to want to teach our children that they can receive the Holy Eucharist at the park, at the shop, at the farm, and at the school, and at the garbage. Is that a proper way to teach our children? That's another question that we want to ask the ministry. Is our children learning the proper way? Are they receiving the quality education that they should be receiving? That is the question here. So now it goes beyond just them not being accountable and being transparent. So here now we want to know what the ministry will do about it. We have been trying to engage Mr. Bo at the discussion table. He came to meet with us just to satisfy us with his presence. He was not there to provide or chair a meeting for us where he would have listened to our concerns as parents. He would have taken note of it. He would have given us his assurance that such steps will be done to address the issue. All what he did was to disrespect us in that meeting, sending our parents that they need to go and go back to school. That was very insulting to us as parents, because we were not there for us to be humiliated. We were there for us to request transparency and accountability. And it goes beyond to show that Mr. Bo did not want to listen to our concerns. All what he did was to play deaf on the matter and play deaf to our parents. So we are here right now to protest and to show our discontent that we are unsatisfied the way the management have handled the situation. We expected better from them, but they failed. So here we are showing our discontent, and we will stand our grounds until ministry and the management can come to meet with us as parents and discuss the matter and move forward with this situation. We cannot continue having one vice principal and principal. I mean, they are the leaders of the school, and they are failing. They are the leaders, they are the role models within the school, and if they cannot be good role models, if they cannot be transparent and accountable for us as parents, what will they teach our children? So the common agreement that the parents have is that these two, it's time for them to move on. San Marcos deserves better, our children deserve quality education, and they deserve better teachers and role models within our school.
You're demonstrating today. Do you expect to get a response today from the management or from the Ministry of Education?
Sir, as we speak right now, the Ministry of Education and the management is in the classroom right now meeting with the principal, but that does not satisfy us. We want them to afford us a meeting with them where we can raise our concerns, where parents can speak individually for themselves, but we are not afforded that opportunity. They keep playing deaf on the situation. So we are here, and we will not retract. We will stand our grounds until they can come and meet with us. Good?
All right, and if that meeting doesn't take place, what are you prepared to do?
So we're going to protest, and that's what we will continue to do. That we will not send our children to school until further notice.
That was this morning, and just after midday, the spokesman for the parents gave TNC News an update, explaining that he, along with the alcalde and the chairman of San Marcos Village, were called into a meeting with a representative of the Ministry of Education and the assistant local manager of Catholic schools in the Toledo district. He told us about the outcome of the meeting.
According to Mr. Bo, internal decision has been made, and that he has the assurance of the principal that he would he would unite the staff and he would mend the necessary errors being made, and he is prepared to, to get to work and do his job properly. That is the resolution Mr. Bo communicated to us, and that simply as that. There is nothing else more to say. That is their decision. They will not remove them from there. They will keep them from there because Mr. the principal pledged to work with the rest of the staff, and he pledged to improve the confidence and trust and to start to build back the trust within the parents. So that was basically the resolution that came out of that meeting. While the parents at this point, the Ministry of Education, Dr. Carmen Lopez, representative, asked me to go back and ask the parents or tell the parents to send their children to school and let them enjoy their last day of classes. But the parents have made their minds, and since they were not, they feel that Mr. Bo did not met their demands, so they will continue to protest, and in not staging a protest by the school, but by keeping their child at home until Mr. Bo can come and until the management and ministry get involved and meet their demands.
According to Juan Caal, the parents remain upset because they are not getting any answers for questions they have about the way the school is being run and the quality of education that their children is receiving.
Again, reasons why the parents want the removal is for the vice principal, Mr. Jeffrey Coleman, failed to provide accountability and transparency with the monies that the parents invest in the school. And he presented a report, but there was a level of discrepancy in that report. It is not transparent. That is how the parents see that they cannot continue to trust him as vice principal and as a teacher, because they believe that such teacher who cannot provide transparency and accountability and have level of discrepancy in handling monies, how can they continue to teach our children, and how can they play as role models for our children? And as for the principal, at one point he failed to address the situation. It was his responsibility to overlook and oversee that all financial assets of the school were intact and could be accounted for. And he signed a report that was incomplete and it was not transparent. Second to that, in his capacity as a teacher, the parents are saying that the teacher is teaching wrong things to the children, and I think we have sent you pictures of that where to begin with, he's teaching the Roman Catholic religion, and he is portraying it not the way that the parents believe it should be. I mean, how can you tell a child that they can receive Eucharist at the park, at the shop, and you give them 100%? I can tell you that we have evidence of what we're saying, and that is why the parents are outraged. How can he continue? To begin with, he feels as an administrator, and second to that, as a teacher, how can he continue to teach it? Does that make sense?
The parents say they have been trying for some time now to reason with the school's management, but things took a turn when, according to their spokesman, the parents were insulted by the assistant local manager.
Basically, what we wanted at that meeting was for Mr. Bo to afford us a dialogue, a discussion, and to chair a meeting for us where we can raise our concern about what's going on in the school and about the financial report. All what he did was we were presented the financial report. We had questions on the financial report, but no one could have answered our question because the principal said he doesn't know anything about the financial report, but yet he signed on it. So at that meeting, we asked Mr. Bo what will he do about it. He keeps telling the people that he will solve it internally, and that we don't have any right to ask any financial report or ask receipts to be transparent. That he is the only one can demand that. And in parents raising their concerns over the principal not doing his job properly, he continues it. He at one point he insulted a parent and tell the parent, "Sir, you should go back and go to school so you can do my job." I mean, the parent was just raising a concern and wanting to know what will the manager do about it. But his response was to go back to school so you can come and do my job. It is very insulting. It is unacceptable for, in his capacity as a manager to do such thing. We as parents, I believe they were expecting some level of professionalism, of leadership to a leader to resolve the conflict. But no, he portrayed a more arrogant attitude and behavior to us.
Classes for the children attending the San Marcos Roman Catholic School will officially end on Thursday when report cards are handed out. But if the parents continue their protest, then the children will not get to say their goodbyes to their teachers before school closes for the summer break. A man from Sarteneja village, Corozal, is believed to have drowned in a rainstorm at sea on Saturday. 66-year-old Eugenio Santos Sr. had gone on a fishing trip to Turnef Island with his son and 5 other fishermen. During the trip, Santos reportedly took a separate canoe to go fishing, during which heavy rains came down. After the rain, Eugenio Santos Jr. says he went to look for his father but could not locate him. After searching for a while, Santos says he saw his father's canoe in the distance and his father in the sea with a rope wrapped around his left foot. The elder Santos's body was taken to Belize City, where it now awaits a post-mortem examination. A man was killed in a road traffic accident on Sunday morning in the Corozal district. According to reports, Orange Walk resident Sergio Mendez perished when a small car and an SUV crashed on a curve in Buena Vista village. Mendez was a passenger in one of the vehicles. Information received suggests that the crash occurred around 9 o'clock yesterday morning. You're watching the 9 o'clock news. We will have more of the day's stories for you right after these messages.
Would you like to know more about the flora and fauna of Belize? Do you enjoy gardening and need some tips? Then tune in to The Garden Show with Belize Botanic Gardens every Saturday morning at 10 o'clock, only on the National Channel. Hi, I'm Chelsea Rain. I'd like to tell you about the biggest thing to hit the local real estate market, the Belize Real Estate Show. Whether you are a real estate agent or property owner looking to rent or sell your property, the Belize Real Estate Show can help. We offer high-quality production with stunning slideshows, voiceovers, cinematic videos, and even an extended walkthrough hosted by yours truly. Call the number on your screen and allow all our viewers to dream of renting or owning your property. Nine women, 1 ball, 1 diamond, 7 innings, 1 winner. It's a game of numbers. It's women's amateur softball in full high definition. Catch all the action from the diamond live on TNC 10, Belize's sport, news, and information station.
Welcome back to the 9 o'clock news. There were 3 murders recorded between Friday and Sunday in separate incidents in the Belize and Toledo districts. In the first incident, 33-year-old Edison Williams was fatally wounded as he sat in his yard on Crawl Road on Friday night. Police say that a male person emerged from an alley and fired several shots, hitting Williams multiple times. He died early on Saturday morning while undergoing treatment at the Carl Huchner Memorial Hospital. The second weekend murder happened in the quiet rural Toledo village of San Benito Poite. 36-year-old Francisco Ack was chopped multiple times and died at the scene. According to reports, Ack, a father of 5, was heading home from church on Saturday night when he was attacked by 2 unidentified men who chopped him to the head, neck, back, and right elbow. Police do not have anyone detained for the murder, but are looking for a person of interest. A motive for the murder has not been made public by investigators. The third weekend murder happened in Hattieville Village. 23-year-old Mark Shepard was fatally wounded on Saturday night. Reports are that Shepard was inside the yard of a business establishment in Hattieville Village when 2 men entered and one of them fired several shots towards Shepard, hitting him multiple times. Shepard was rushed to the KHMH where he died while undergoing treatment. Police investigations continue. The 2016 Cayo Male Softball Competition started on Saturday, June 18th with the one-day showcase marathon, which was staged at the Raymond Garbutt Softball Field in Roaring Creek Village. 3 of the 6 teams that are expected to take part in the competition took part in the marathon. In Game 1, Roaring Creek defeated Esperanza Royal Devils 16-1. In Game 2, Roaring Creek defeated Southern Thrillers by the score of 13-4. Game 3 saw the Esperanza Royal Devils eliminating Southern Thrillers by a score of 6-5. In Game 4, Roaring Creek defeated the Esperanza Royal Devils by a score of 12-5 to win the marathon title. This is the news on the national channel. Stay tuned for a look at the weather right after these messages.
But like I tell the athletes, prepare. Because if you feel like you're in shape, when you get inside that ring, maybe 50% of that will be gone.
I got one dream for like 6 months now. I'm gonna get a big fight. Yeah, I'm gonna be in the ring one day, a lot of lights flashing. I can't wait for that to happen. When that day comes, I'm ready for that day.
Push it, let's go.
I don't know who my opponent is, but like we said, what we do, we train, and when they call us, we go fight. That's what we do. So.
Me veo como un campeón, quiero ser un campeón.
My mind, it is going to win. My mind always and positive. I'm going to win these fights. I will do all my best and make everybody enjoy these big events. It will be in Cayo.
Uno le va a echar ganas y una oportunidad le dan y esa oportunidad hay que aprovecharla.
A great event for the country, a great event for boxing.
Moisture from the weekend carried over into the start of the new week. Here is the forecast for Tuesday. And that is a look at the weather with information provided by forecaster Derek Rodon at the Belize Weather Bureau. To summarize the news, here are the main points again. Parents hold demonstration in Toledo. Fatal road traffic accident reported in Corozal. And men's softball competition begins in Cayo. With the headlines, we end this edition of the 9 o'clock news. Thank you for joining us. I am Patrick Jones. Have a good evening and a good night.